Due to popular demand, I'm going to show you how to make a print of your pictures from your iPad. It's actually not that difficult. The only catch is going to be that you still have to go down to wherever you're sending the pictures to pick them up. That's unfortunate, but here we go. We're going to use a Walmart photo center near you. I found those were the cheapest places and the best turnaround times. They'll have it done for you within a day. We're going to walk through this process step by step. I'm thinking that this series of still images will make the presentation better when I show it to you. We have those problems with the presentation slowing down, with the sound disappearing. I'm hoping this will be better. So here we go. The first thing you want to do is, you'll notice at the top left corner, there is a circled address. You're going to want to go to www.walmartphotocenter.ca, and you're going to get an image on your browser, something like this. You're going to want to sign up for their service. That's the first thing it'll ask you to do. And so you put in your first name, your last name, the email you want to use, and you sign up. You click the sign up button. When you signed up, it will send you a message. You will notice that it says we have just sent you a message at whatever address you gave them. And you're going to have to go back to that email in order to validate this process, because they don't want people signing you up without your permission. Here's what it looks like when you get the email. The Walmart Photo Center will send you a picture. You open it up, and you basically activate the account. It'll look something like this. And then when we go back, you have to finish the process. If they already know your first and last name, you have to give a password, and the password will not be accepted unless it has so many letters and so on. They let you know that. You put in the province, and you have to check accept the terms of use. Once you've done that, you're going to get a little promo here. They're going to ask you to subscribe to all their new promotions, which you can ignore. I would do that. And then you're back at the page, and you'll notice now you're signed in to Walmart. The red circled area talks about or shows you what you can access. You've got your account, so anytime you want to change your password, you can go there. You can take a look at your recent orders, none of which we have yet. And you can sign out, which is always a good idea when you're finished. You're going to select, in the lower left corner, you're going to select prints and enlargements, just like it shows you there circled in yellow. And when you do that, you're going to see prints and enlargements, ready next day. And because it's right now time for Christmas, you're going to get a promo like this, but you need to fill out what size print you want. 4x6 is a standard little print, but you can choose larger sizes. You can choose either glossy paper or matte paper. And you'll notice it's 17 cents each up to the first 50 pictures. You're going to have to not get too excited about this, because they won't do this process electronically unless you spend at least $1. So you're going to have several pictures you want done, or you're going to have multiples of one picture. When you get going on this, they ask you to add your photos from your device. And you're going to select the very left one, Upload, because you're going to upload your photos to their site. You need to go to, in your iPad, you need to go to the photo library. Of course, you could just take a picture right there, but you're going to go to your photo library, the one that you want to send. You'll select that, and then you're going to get something like we've seen before, list of photos from your album, or camera roll, you select one, and you'll notice that I'm going to select the lower left corner one here. That's the one I've selected. It puts a check mark there. Of course, you can select more than one picture. And once you've done that, you're going to click Done, and it sends the picture to a box where you can edit it. So there it is. You could have a choice to add more photos, or you can work on this one. You'll notice when I click on the picture, I can either trash it because maybe I took the wrong picture, or I can use a pencil to edit it, which means I can enhance its color, etc. You'll notice that when I've touched that, there are several things along the bottom that appear. I can make the picture larger. I can rotate the picture. I can change its brightness, contrast, or I can add some special effects to it. We're going to keep it fairly simple. I've selected the picture, and it tells me that the photos have all been uploaded successfully. I can either add more photos, but I'll click Continue. And it gives you clues here how to edit your photos. Again, you'll notice that it shows you this sort of option. You can zoom and crop it. You can add quantity. You can change the number. You can add additional sizes. You can add various filters, which means you can make it brighter, darker, increase the contrast. Or if you make a mistake, you can delete the image and start again. Just click OK. And I've switched pictures here. This is the one I actually sent to them. It's my grandfather's World War I picture in uniform. And I really wanted a print of this for my mother. So I selected this. This is the way it came. Because the 4x6, it didn't have the entire body in there, but that's okay. I rotated the picture so it's up and down. You'll notice I now have an option. If when I finish my special effects, I can add it to the cart, top right corner, which is what I do. I tell them that I've reviewed this project and I approve adding it to the cart. They have this option because they don't want you to come to them later on and say, hey, this is a terrible picture. How could you have printed such a thing? Because they're holding you to the choices you make. And I get a project name. The default is new 4x6 prints. I can change it to something individual so I'll recognize it. That would be useful, especially if you're going to use the service quite often. So I've changed the name. There's your, and they'll ask you about your selection of your store. What they'll do is they'll choose a store that's geographically closest to you. And they do that by accessing your GPS on your device. If you don't like the store, you can change it. This one was the one that was selected for me. Here's the map that comes up, and the closest one to me is at the Grant Park Center, Grant Park area on Taylor Avenue. They even give you the store hours, etc. And you're asked to select the store. Now you only have to do that once. Once you've selected the store, it won't ask you that again. You can change the store location if you so desire later on. Now, once again, I'm reminded when I go forward that I have to have at least $1 worth of spending in my cart before they'll do anything. So right now it's only 17 cents. So I ended up going with multiple copies of the picture. I made 6 copies, so it takes me a little over $1. Of course, they're going to add tax to that. I click Continue. Here's the total that it's going to cost me, $1.15. Again, I can still click the X here if I change my mind about getting this printed. So up until now, you haven't really committed anything. I'm going to go on now. There's the bottom part of that same screen, and I'm going to go to Checkout. Once I go to Checkout, I'm sort of committed to doing this project. There it is. Notice there's no shipping and handling. It's all done electronically, although again, I have to tell you, somebody has to go down to pick up the actual print. So you fill out this information. And the first time you're doing this, they're wanting to know how you're going to pay. So you need to put in whatever credit card you have. Again, this will be a one-time only ask. Next time around, they'll have a record of your credit card. And then at the end, they say thank you for your order. They give you an order number. You don't have to write that down. It's going to be sent on an email to you. And you can print your receipt if you're a little nervous about whether or not they're going to be true to actually honoring your request. I'm now back at the page, and at this point, I'm going to sign out. It asks me, or tells me, thank you for your order. And there's my order number again. There's the date it was sent in. I get an order update. Please see the update in your order below. Tells me who it's billed to. Tells me the store and the location. And this is in an email. I'm told now that it's ready for pickup. You'll notice that it actually was done pretty much the same day. They always promise for next day, but this is in an email. I'm going to get information that tells me it's ready. When I go to the store, this is what I'm picking up. It's in an envelope like this. There it is, my order number. It's signed by the person that's responsible at the store. This is the information on the actual picture envelope. And that's basically how it's done. So hopefully this is going to help you with your sending out of pictures. It'll save you a little bit of legwork, but again, somebody has to go and pick up the picture.